Yeah, I forget if whatchamacallit, it needs to fill up, possibly. Communication list. Chat. Less people jump into rooms like this. Yeah, that's the other downside. They have weird design choices, like apparently if we don't fill up, we can't start the match. I guess that's why some people do one-on-one and whatnot, because then you only have to fill up the 2 people, but...
That's what I was doing on one-on-one.
They should let you just start up matches even when you don't have enough, like every other fucking game developer. But for some fucking reason they don't do that. Just like, oh, well, if one person doesn't ready up, everyone has to restart their search again, which is also stupid. There's a lot of cool ideas, and it's cool that it's Gundam, it's just, they just do, like, really stupid ideas on how that matchmaking is supposed to work, what the requirements are to start a match. It's like, oh, well, if you want to start a match, well, then do one-on-one. I'm like, why can't I just start a match even if it's 6-on-6 and let people join on later matches? That's why people don't join matches, like, all together, because then they just have to wait and hope other people do it. It's a different kind of landscape these days. That would probably still work if quick play and ranked matches or rated matches weren't a thing that people could just jump into like that. But, yeah. Yeah. Like, or even an option that people could join late. Of course, it often gets janky as fuck when games allow drop in, drop out like that for PvP games, but just something, not this. And I want to like it, I want to enjoy it, and to some degrees I do like it, enjoy it, but the matchmaking shit is just, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, it's like, you can't really join with people, or like, join whoever, like somebody who's like fucking 3K and a pro, and you don't want to like team, and you're fucking screwed. One thing about Grand Theft Auto is when you start to do a race and everyone races against like a fucking pro racer and everyone's so goofy. Of course you're gonna fucking lose.
Yeah, well, that's really how it goes. A lot of these, you just gotta get in and get your shit kicked.
And then like, you know, the other is, you know, these people who want to be like you're racing fucking not
Alright, I guess I'll just set up a one-on-one. Either that or you could set one up. Because it's either that or we start looking for ones that are almost full and try and jump into them together. There is, yeah, I'm not going to fucking outer space. He's sitting on 112 as well. That's enough. Oh, God, yeah, this is not. I don't think there's anyone who even really likes having to fight in space in this game. If there is, they're far and few fucking between. There's one called Broken Chamber. You want to try and get in Broken Chamber? It's a room that's already open. And there are 810. Let me do a search again and see if it's still there. Nah, they took too long. It took too long. It's gone already. Wait. Okay. No, it's 9 out of 10. Not enough room for both of us. Broken chamber is back, but there's not enough for 2 spots. Alright, Shinryu Gamer. Do that one. Oh, well, let me back out of this then.
Base camp に帰還します。
Okay, did you invite me into the game, or?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you hit the options button to invite me?
Yeah.
Why am I still sitting in here then?
お疲れ様でした。
Oh, there it goes. So if I'm sitting in the other thing searching, apparently I can't even go. What a weird design.
参加者が揃いました。
What's the point limit this room set for? Well, you're the one who said it. Oh God, why did you send us to Space Fortress? Yeah, space is not that fun. It really isn't. It's not the worst I've ever seen a Gundam do space, but it's certainly not the greatest.
Team が確定しました。最終準備を行ってください。出撃準備を開始してください。
I'm still my Zaku too Kai. Oh my God. Well, I guess it'll give us some time to float around a little bit. Oh, whoops. I can't use that in space. Fuck. Yeah. It's a version of the RX-79. RX-79 was a ground unit only. I have no idea really how to use this thing, but I'll take my goofiest looking fucking space mobile suit. There we go.
それでは戦場へ移動します。
Alright, now don't whip my ass right away, because you're gonna want to see this goofy ass looking thing.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to dress.
Well, you might be able to, because I have no idea.
モビルスーツ隊の皆様、順次発進をお願いします。
Weird ass complicated looking. Yeah, you gotta register your ground unit, and you gotta register your space unit. I'll just come over there and show you what my goofy ass looking shit looks like. Although I might capture one once we fuck with it. What the fuck is this? Oh wow, I remember those. Ow! I said not to kick my ass. You were trying to assist me? Yeah, look at this shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's weird and complicated. How do I... Oh, fuck. I guess I can get out like this. There we go. Yeah. It has like laser hands and shit. Let's see if I can figure out how to... There it goes. Alright. Punch button. Where are you? Oh, he moved. You actually go off of radar for welcome to my hands! Yeah. What was that? What is this looking thing? Okay. Why is this not firing? Oh. In the toes. Counter. Okay, I can't seem to fire this thing again. Maybe this one? There it goes. Fires from the rear! Because this complicated, weird-ass mobile suit. Oh, fuck. There it goes! I see how it works now. I gotta hold someone in the reticle long enough, and then it puts on a lock, and then the hands zip out, and then get position and shoot. Definitely some complicated shit that I don't know if I could pull off, but you know. I don't think so. Oh shit. Goes like that often. Oh wow, it actually missed. That's okay. I have this one. which I can't go around this thing for some stupid reason. I blew up a thing that was just kind of there. Oh, whoops. Fuck that up. Smash! And I missed. Ow. Ow. Really? Out of here. Tackle! Sandwich knuckle you in the head. Fuck. Away it goes! Oh wow, fired twice. Smack! Ow! Now remember, I'm invulnerable while my bar is white. You can't hit me until it's no longer white. Tackle! But yeah, not only am I in a higher end mobile suit than yours, but I've had some practice too. Yeah, not till the match ends. There's only 30 seconds left anyways. But yeah, space battles are a pain in the ass. Let's see if we get any XP for that. I suspect not. Oh, we get money though. Oh yeah, we do get XP. That's cool. Alrighty. Let's see if I can change my mission. Yeah. What we could do is if we can try and jump in the same game as other people, we could get like a target-rich environment too. Oops. Change my shit. Can you change the map from here? Well, remember, you may not have to change your mech because ground units is your ground selection, and space will be your space selection. Some mobile suits can do both, but it depends what you register it to. Yeah, it's just like if you ever played Gundam Federation vs. Xeon way back on the PS2. You could basically you pick a space unit and a ground unit. Some can do space, some can do ground, some can do both, but you still register one like for those missions regardless ahead of time. did you change it to a different map? Because I don't want to be stuck in space. Find a good. I would take my usual suit into space, but I can't because it's ground only. I mean, I got plenty of suits that I can put into space. They're going to all be the bane of your existence. Both of my 500 cost suits are Xeon. I really wish I could get a GPO too, though, but I'm probably not going to be able to, unfortunately. That's a ground unit only, so I guess we're taking this. Register sortie. Space use. Prepare to despair. What the hell is that? You sound like you took a shit on your microphone. What are you doing?
You still hear me?
I do now. What did you do?
My Bluetooth headset died. So, yeah.
Well, that's new. For now, this sounds better anyway. So you have to hold it though?
Now, alright, so you ready now?
Yeah. What were you bothering with the Bluetooth for then?
Well, that way I have a fucking wire connected to shit. Wireless.
Forming teams, because for some reason that shit takes a minute.
チームが確定しました。最終準備を行ってください。出撃
But
準
yeah,
備
if we
を開
both
始して
ready
くだ
up,
さ
it
い。
won't matter.
それでは戦場へ移動します。
Can't choose your own key.
I forget if you can or not, if there's more people, but...
It's like I do choose teams for you.
モビルスーツ隊発進お願いします。
Choosing space? Space Hebrew!
That would be fucking hilarious.
What, choosing space?
作戦スタートです。
Starring Dandy Sexbag. Alrighty. Prepare to regret life. See if I can find a point. Where is this point? Oh, it's only down here. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, I know where we are.
That's not even training ground. I'm not yet.
中継地点に制圧確認。
Oh, did you? Oh, you want to fuck? Found me. And then I ran! Ow! Ow. Eat it! I wonder what this does. No! Oh! This seems to work out fairly well. Oh, I missed that. Oh, that hit. Are you kidding me? Of course that missed. Ouch! Watch this. You see that shit? Yeah, instead of like a bombardment in space, basically you call in for ship strikes. Oh, it's very cool. I think it's better than the bombardment, honestly. It looks cooler. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do this shit all day, like playing fucking submarine. Ow! Actually, oh, sorry. Oh, there you are. Ow! There, that hurt. Ow! Late ass hit. Of course, that did a lot of damage to him before. Oh, that missed. Of course that missed. Still missed. So much missing in this game. Yeah. You gotta play a patient game like this. Oh! That's alright. By the time you like hit me, you're gonna get all more points than I've got, because yeah, my suit's worth a lot of money. Oh, you got shots in. I was living by a magic pixel. And if you... Oh, what's funny is the metal pieces in space, if they hit your suit, they actually ring off. They go clang! But yeah, let's see if we can jump in on like another game where there's more targets, and then you can whack people who are also hurt. Get some kills. Ugh. It's cool that you can get into these games though and actually still make XP, so that's a good thing. Yeah, let's see if we can find a room that we can both get in on that gets filled up. Because you'll get more kills and stuff like that way. But yeah, if you got that one more shot in, you would have taken that suit out, and that suit might very well be like worth 2 times the amount of money yours was. So you might have actually tied it.
Yeah, it's just trying to fucking aim right.
Yeah, getting used to analog sticks again can be a pain. I've been
fucking dodging. I'll sit there and like stay chill. I have a bad issue with that.
Yeah, if you want to stay still, you have to hit your up and crouch at the same time. Then you'll blast your thrusters.
No, I'm saying the fact that I stay still all the time, I gotta keep moving when it kind of happens.
Oh, well, different weapons. Some weapons will make you stay still automatically, and others will be able to fire on the move. Like my heavy arms Zaku 2. I have to stay still for a moment when I fire the leg missiles. But I can run and fire the gun at the same time. And interestingly enough, you can throw a grenade and run at the same time.
I mean, when you're firing at me, I stay still. I mean, I gotta keep moving, but I stay still because I'm so used to being a sniper, where I'm like, you know, put in one place in a little spot.
Yeah, well, that's why one-on-one matches aren't good for snipers. That's why I'm saying you might not want to stay in a one-on-one game.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to snipe, I was saying in general, you know, I gotta keep moving. I can't sit there and stay in one spot, try to fire. I always have that problem with using these kind of things. You can always stay in one spot and start firing. I gotta keep moving and firing.
Well, you can do that only so much as a sniper, and most sniping weapons won't allow you. Gundam, you have to remember Gundam is essentially World War II and giant robots. So that's why that one Graham guy was like Hitler. Oh right, I forgot to get back into the pod. Custom matches. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see what's filling up, what's not filling up. Let's try and get in Cross Thricon, or whatever the fuck that is. Cross the Bacon? I don't know. I'm entering it. There we go.
Really?
Did you make it in?
No, I said I'm unable to join. It's full.
Ah, fuck. Alright, let me back out then. Alright, I'm backing out. They're gonna be mad that I backed out. Alright, what was it? 03? Oh, I see it. I don't know if I got it in time. Nope, room full.
Wanna fucking leave the room?
We hit triangle a couple times, see what's filling up or not.
Gundam guy, 22. What's that one?
Okay. Alright, I'm in.
参加者が揃いました。
Alright. Oh! Failed to form teams? What? Oh, someone left. Okay. I can live with that. 2 more people come in.
Yeah, no respect too much. That was actually kind of fun, because I kind of like the second one now. More to the Pixie one. That one got a lot more ammo, a lot more weapons.
Yeah, remember, Pixie's a raid unit, so go after support units. Because you have a strength against them. You deal them more damage and you take less damage from them. Where if I'm a support unit, which I often am, oh, I gotta change the shit, speaking of which. Actually, I forget the point cost for this. 450? What am I in?
参加者が揃いました。 チームが確定しました。最終準備を行ってください。
Alright. Well, apparently I can run it, so I guess I'm running it.
Alright, we're the same team.
Versus like 4 A's. That's not gonna go well. Yeah, the tall and short of dealing with this game is run in, get your shit kicked, get lucky a few times, and rinse and repeat.
Nice. What the hell is that old game we used to play?
Describe it, and I can probably name it.
On the back bottle. Used to play.
Chrome Hounds.
Chrome Hounds. Remember Chrome Hounds?
Yeah.
Couldn't see shit. That's how I want to survive.
Yeah, I wish they would have games with environmental shit like that again. Fucking blizzards and shit.
Fucking nuts, dude. Couldn't see the damn thing, and somehow it was down to me and 2 guys. Some motherfucker dead.
Yeah, that's still fun though. I wish they would do more crazy environment combat games like that.
I still can imagine the fucking team was smart couldn't stuff each other. How can you let that one guy fucking take you down? You shot me, you motherfucker.
Yes, well, that's the other thing. If everyone doesn't ready up, some people don't know that they have to, it'll redo it over again.
参加者が揃いました。
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to go in and fucking silent the voices, because I really don't fucking care. Hit that ready button. I'm not gonna do well either though. This is probably gonna be my first time in this RX-79 with this fucking cannon. At least that is if it's even the one I think it is. Fun balls. Or Uniballs. Well, that's that one guy's name is Uniballs. Oh, you're on the other team now.
Aw, fuck.
That's alright.
Well, that's gonna suck. Don't go after me.
Yeah, a chunk of the time I don't even read the names. But there's a chance I can hit them, I can really deal some damage. My eyes are only so good anymore to read name tags. I'm old! I have a like 500mm cannon. Are you a friend?
まもなく
Too
制
bad.
御到達順次出撃お願いします
And remember, put a pillow or something down between your TV and your phone. All you need to do is kill that direct line of sound.
作戦スタートです
Yep. Yeah. You'll get your shit beat, but it's still a bit of a thrill. Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck.
中継地点制圧確認
That's okay. Ah, shit. Looks like...
中継地点敵に
Yeah,
確保
I'm
されま
gonna
し
get
た
my shit cleaned real quick. Most likely. Let me try and get this point. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
中継地点制圧確認
My shit's already... Yes.
中継地点敵に確保されました味方の救援信号をキャッチ
Whoops. Yeah, he's looking at me like, what the fuck did you do?
味方の救援信号をキャッチ
Of course I miss. There's reasons. Damn it! The moment I take a shot, my friend flies right in front of me. Swear my fucking life. Of course that is.
攻撃が来ます
Jesus Christ.
損傷警備
Oh wow, latency of all hell. I hate it when shit like that happens. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, I don't know how to use this.
攻撃が来ます
Not yet, anyway.
味方機が撃破されました
Jesus Christ. Wow, that thing fires big. So glad that didn't hit me. Wow, the latency hits are bad. I'm around the corner and I got my shit like handed to me like twice. Yep, I'm bailing. No, I bailed out of the mech. It denies them at least a, what you call it. pilot kill.
味方機が撃破されました。中継地点の制圧確認。
But the one good thing about it is that I
戦況的に
can
はこちらが優
call
勢
for
で
a
す。
suit at a checkpoint and head.
中継地点敵に確保されました。損傷警備
Oh, that's bullshit. Of course I didn't kill them.
味方機が撃破されました。中継地点敵に確保されました。作戦残り時間2分です。本作戦における拠点の重要度が上昇しました。
Yeah, don't get too mad at it because you just gotta basically get beat up a bunch before you get good at this game. Fuck the dog. Chaos. 撃破されました。再出撃の場所と方法を選択してください。 Oh yeah.
作戦時間終了。我々の勝利です。
And I got carried. Meaning that my team won it for me, because I know I sure as hell didn't.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sway Minecraft.
Yeah, this game will do it sometimes.
I couldn't even get the fucking
今回の戦闘報酬です。
fucking base in time. I was playing a moment with fucking base, but I don't want to fucking
Yeah,
base.
it gets weird about that sometimes. Sometimes you can do it and sometimes you can't. And I don't know what the requirements are sometimes. I tried doing it a couple times, and each time I go into the base, I saw like no activation icon to do it. So it was like, well,
Oh, it wasn't that. They weren't letting me.
oh, they stopped you. They
Shoot. Those are gonna fucking gang up on me. And one guy fucking using melee, and the other one's fucking shooting me.
yeah, well, they do call it home base for a reason. It's home where they show up.
I was in the middle of
お疲れ様でした。
Battlefield. I wasn't close to the base yet. I was trying to run to the base and they're fucking following me.
It sucks. They kick you out after each match too.
Yeah, well,
出撃手続きします。
yeah, I'm taking a break from this.
All right, yeah, it has its ups and downs. At least I got the daily missions done, I guess. Number of containers found by recon team. I still don't know what
It's
controls
not a
that.
bad game, but I'm not really digging it that much. I mean, I am digging it. It's just it's not as good as Chrome House was.
Yeah, the matching system's not nearly as good. It doesn't make sense half the
No,
time.
it's not as good. It's definitely not as good as Chrome House. That better not.
出撃手配を行
Plus,
い
the
ま
fact
す。
that the whole thing was basically like, you know, built into a giant war. Makes you good,
Yeah, I like the whole map thing.
you know.
気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Choose your
出撃準備を開始してください。
Yeah, I have a feeling that Marvel Battle that nothing is gonna change it. Oh shit.
But yeah, I like my Zaku Heavy. I forget if this can roll or not. I didn't try. Wonder what the counter looks like on this. I wonder if it's like the GM where it just suplexes the other machine.
チームが確定しました。最終準備を行ってください。
But yeah, this game pisses me off a lot too.
It has possibilities, but it's kind of like basic as far as, you know, like, honestly, it's not bad. It has possibilities. It's just basic. It sucks when you when the equivalent gets those, like, big good people are fucking better. I mean, you should not put fucking E-class players in the company. It's fucking.
Oh, well, that's because you're in those matches, and people can make custom matches and then put limiters on them. It just seems that the popular ones don't.
Well, we're custom match. That was the right match. It was a custom match we were in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that people can rank it different, you know, to limit the ranks, but they may not. And as it is, at least they try to balance them out a little bit. So if you're put in with A's, then you should at least get a couple A's on your team too. I'll see how this goes. But yeah, till now I've mostly been just running around in my heavy arm Zaku too with the extra armor and can't dodge roll and shit, but there we go.
それでは戦場へ移動しま
But
す。
someone not being readied up, restarting the whole entire 2 fucking minute countdown is ridiculous.
Yeah.
One, the countdown should not be 2 fucking minutes. At least it feels like it. It's damn well close to 2 minutes. And that doesn't even count for the time where it's got to do the other matchup too. But then, because someone's not readied up, instead of just forcing them in, which you really should do, it's like, oh, guess you all have to find people again. Like, what the fuck? At least when it does get going, it's like right on in there. Alright, let me see if I can find a sniper position or I can't even fire this cannon around the air. I have to rely on my head cannons if I'm going to do anything. Damn it, I hit the wall twice. I have to stop just to fire this thing. Head cannon thing, bitch. Why didn't my shit work? Ho ho ho, motherfucker! Oh shit. Yeah, go with that. Maybe I can. No, he's not on my team. I thought he was. Fuck. Misidentified him. Oh, I'm not gonna do all this. Oh. Yeah, the way I was supposed to that. Someone was shooting me in the back. And I had 2 people. Oh god, 3 people in standby. That's not good. Yeah, you get matches like that. And a lot of the time, you know, people, some work together, some don't. God damn it! Ah, fuck me! Wow, I'm surprised I lived through that shit. I'm not gonna live when he shows up, though. Oh, maybe I will shoot him in the leg, and then he gets me no credit for it, of course. And I'm going to run away from that. Yeah, no point in staying for the fucking heal, because It just takes so fucking long.
敵エースが復帰。注意してください。 味方機が撃破されました。
And of course I miss. And there's a blade of grass in my view. Fuck. God damn it. Boom, hit this ace.
作戦残り時間1分です。最後まで油断しないで。
Oh, I fucked that up.
味方機が撃破されました。
Boom, I almost killed his ace. Almost. One more shot. Fuck.
中継地点の制圧確認。
He's never gonna come back out before I can hit him again.
作戦時間終了。
If only I killed that ace. I was so close to killing it. Fucking magic pixel. Magic fucking pixel of life left. Almost killed their ace. That would have looked pretty on my fucking trophies.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Beat my rival. God, if only it did a little bit more damage. Knock that fucker on his ass. Could have potentially swung the points around.
出撃手配を行います。 手続きをキャンセルしますね。
Well, they only get 2 per round to spend.
出撃手配を行います。
I need
出
to
撃
go
申
in
請を受理
there,
しまし
and
た。
I'm going to need a different cost suit.
出撃準備を開始してください。
Need a 300. What do I have in the 300 range? Socket 1. RX-79G. Lower class RX-79G anyway. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Oh
チー
no!
ムが確定しました。最終準備
Oh
を
no,
行っ
that's
てくだ
alright.
さい。
There's a countdown to making teams. Cannot sorting. Why? It's a 300 suit. Not the I sworn I just changed it. What the fuck is going on now? 300. Registered. Oh, there. What's nice is if you're the last person to ready up, they vibrate your controller.
それでは
So when there's one person taking forever, I like to ready myself over and over and over again because I'm pretty sure it vibrates the fuck out of the controller over and over again.
Just try kicking for now.
Might be.
モビルスーツ隊発進お
I
願い
mean,
し
there
ま
was
す
one time where I didn't ready up because I thought it would just auto launch me into a match. Then, to my surprise, if you don't ready up, it equals, oh, you fly the coop. And they don't start the match, and everyone has to wait like 2 fucking minutes again. And Gundam Versus, which you might want to get if it's on sale sometime. If you're waiting for matches, you can just straight up, like, whatchamacallit, do, like, practice against a thing or something. Oh, shit. It's not gonna go well.
中継地点敵に確認されました
Oh, Beam Rifle. Oh, now I know.
中継地点を制圧
I keep messing with it. A lot.
中継地点敵に確保されました
How am I not hitting anything? It's a fucking beam rifle, for fuck's sakes.
中
I wound up with...
5
That's obnoxious as fuck, let me tell you. Fucking finally a hit. Damn, when it hits, it hits. Boom! Oh, I didn't hit that. Oh, the sword plate can get a little whack sometimes.
再出撃の場所と方法を選択してください防衛目標の損傷が拡大味方機が出撃お願いします
Oh! Yeah, I just had a good sword game. I actually had a blade flash for him. Our blades met and we were just both pushing on it.
味方機が撃破されました攻撃目標の破壊まであと少し攻撃目標の破壊成功損傷警備戦闘継続に問題なし
Okay. beam didn't go through him and hit my friend. Oh shit, dodged. How the fuck did I saw that? Oh, I shot him, but he slashed me. Oh, I forgot to lose. Oh, what? Great one logo. That shit is good. That's good. Let's fucking put that in his fucking head. Bullshiticus!
5、4、3、2、1、0。作戦残り時間。出撃お願いします。
Yeah, they fuck you sometimes. That was.
着実にダメージを受けています。攻撃目標の破壊成功。作戦時間終了。
Well, we were leading. Let's see if the fuck this guy. Oh, we won.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to do the fucking... I was trying to go up the last fucking bit, trying to base like a fucking big base out. So I know that would've got me the win. Or you the win. They got fucking killing me out. Fuck that shit in there.
Alright,
I should
let's
have
see.
been doing the fucking,
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Should probably do the weekend battles. I think they're worth more XP.
Where was it? I
think I was it. Why was I not ranked more? What is that? 300?
気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Let's...
出撃準備を開始してください。
Am I in the 300? I thought I was. Man, that's all the XP I got for a weekend? A weekend round? Seriously? For winning it, no less? Forgot to check something. High performance
チーム
balancer,
が確定
yeah.
しました。最終準備を
High
行ってくだ
performance
さい。
balancer. Emergency evasion, yeah, I got emergency evasion. Let's give it another shot. I gotta remember that I can dodge roll with this.
Yeah, like I said, I actually started dodging while you're already fucking longer and I was starting to go right for the store.
Yeah. Some have it, some don't. I just about was like never using it unless it's like one of those hover units, because I know the hover units generally have it. I'm not used to the leg units having it.
Well, I mean, that's a dodge roll, but like dodging, you know, the thruster dodge. You gotta start using
それで
that
は
more.
戦場へ移動します。
That's the reason why I kept fucking dying.
But yeah, a lot of support units don't have whatchamacallit.
What, thruster dodge?
モビルスーツ隊の皆さん、
They don't have a
順次
roll.
発進をお願いします。
You can still thrust and move out of the way, but that's not as fast as like a roll or a spin around. Those you do by double tapping the thrust button, and not everything has it. That's why when you go into custom, you should check your suits and see what has what.
作戦スタートです。
Of course I miss. Doing jukes. How did that hit? Somebody bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh, oh, face to the floor. Oh, sword clash.
中継地点制圧確認。中継地点敵に確保されました。
Oh, he beat me, motherfucker. Well played. I thought he was gonna come out the other side.
中
Fucking
継地点防衛目標はもう持ちません。 再出撃の場所と方法を選択してください。
very likely they got to play it for hella long before us.
出撃お願いします。味方機が撃破されました。 5、4、3、2、1、0。 攻撃目標は確実にダメージを受けています。
Ah! Beat the floor. Kill your pilot, bitch.
中継地点の制圧確認。 分です。味方機が撃破されました。敵に確保されました。
I like to imagine I can get by myself. Oh shit, that got his attention.
中継味方機が撃破されました。
How is that not hitting? Jesus Christ.
勝利を願う。作戦残り時間1分です。諦めないで。
That magic they didn't.
味方機が撃破されました。 味方から集結要請です。
Beat the floor. Damn. Fucking face planted a 500 cost unit. I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna go down fighting you, son of a bitch! Oh, I didn't die! Time ran out. Right after I shouldered him in the face.
小さながら価値のある勝利です。
But yeah, fucking 500 cost unit. Just face first to the floor. Blew up. Beat my rival.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Almost my next rank, whatever the fuck that rank may be.
Yeah, I want to get that game a shot early. I really do. Or relax.
Yeah, at first I when I was playing on Japanese. It's even worse when you have no idea what the fuck's going on, because there's very specific things that one wants to understand how to play.
それでは気をつけて。
You get a bit more used
出
to
撃
it
準
over
備を開
time.
始してください。
And then you just have to understand weird shit's just gonna happen. That's all there is to it. The only benefit is that everyone's gonna run into that weird shit. As far as I can tell, even though that there are people on the field who are just outgunned classic because they've been playing for fucking ever, at least isn't hacker filled.
That's good.
Because there's a lot of games that are just fucking hackers everywhere. Aimbots and all that shit.
Yeah.
And these days, being on console doesn't necessarily protect you from it either.
チームが
That's
確
why
定し
they're
まし
here.
た。最終準備を行ってください。
For Fallout 4, they give me fucking cheat codes.
It's interesting.
I got a minigun that shoots fucking mini nukes. Imagine that.
It's handy.
Fucking shoot like fucking yeah, it was handy. That's where you're going against the fucking queen fucking what's it called? It's queen thing. Fucking colors, fucking fish people. Creature with a fucking call.
I remember the Mirelurks.
Mirelurks, yeah. The queen Mirelurk.
Oh, the crab people?
Yeah, the queen crab people. Looks like a giant.
それでは戦場へ移動します。
Yeah, big crab
She
people.
was a bitch kill. That's why I got the fucking all.
Yeah. I remember in New Vegas when I was still low level, there was a fucking Deathclaw,
モビルスーツ隊
but I
発
was
進お
able
願
to
いし
keep
ま
him
す
at bay by using the land to my advantage. I went through like fucking like 9 guns of ammo just to fucking drop that fucker. Like, it took a lot of fucking bullets. I had almost like no ammo by the time I was done. And then the other time I killed a fucking Deathclaw, it was like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that. And the game just fucking locked up. And,
Find Skyland's sniper rifle.
中継地点の制圧確認 中継地点の制圧確認中継地点が敵に確保されました 勝利を願っています
oh, bullshit.
中継地点の制圧確認
Oh. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could do it. I have no backup on that one. Just have to swarm in on it. There's just no way around that. Yeah, they do that.
再出撃の場所と方法を選択してください
But while they're all concentrating on you, they're often getting hit by your friends as long as they're around shooting
攻
or
撃目
something.
標の破壊まで出撃お願いします味方機が撃破されました攻撃目標の破壊成功シールド破壊防御
Oh, Christ. Collectively gang raped again. For some reason, I had no one following me behind me. Of course it misses. back, you stupid fucking idiot. That was not supposed to happen. Wow, I'm going to give me any credit for that. Why is that not it? Yep. Of course. Oh, they gave me praise anyways. Let's see what I do. I supposedly got only one kill. That shit ton of assists. I always get like a shit ton of assists. See how it is in almost every shooter. Private second class. Promotion mission available. Well, I guess I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, I wish it had more PvE missions. I think there are missions, and I'm probably about to go do one. But they're like promotion missions. Oh, well shit. I guess I already did the promotion. I guess they're like other missions. Alright, let me go talk to this promotion mission guy. Great work. Yeah. Promotion missions available. Yeah. Hello. Come and see me to get approved. Good luck out there. Let's see what the requirements for the promotion mission. See me in. Okay. So apparently you don't do it just through that. Promotion missions. Play 2 or 3. Meet all conditions. What's the third condition? Okay. Acquire enough EXP for a promotion. Okay. I thought that was Wyatt. So, just get more EXP. Great. 1,000 more experience points and I will apparently be promoted. I already got all the other things that were... I got 2 out of 3 of them. Like, kill a certain amount of suits and shit, supposedly. Hello, rewards counter man. Is there anything here for me? Oh yeah, I got a new fucking helmet. And a spacesuit that doesn't make me look like an asshole! Well, actually, I don't look too bad in a spacesuit, but... let's face it. It's not good. Oh, that's a cool looking helmet. They got me a new flight suit. Heavy normal suit. Oh, that's neat. And I got 3 more coins to throw away on shit I'm never gonna get. Total of 90 tokens. Because I bought some. I'm sad to admit. Even though I have no income. I still do that shit. Call on the supply drop and get robbed. Yay! What fetty horse shit are you gonna drop on me today? Yep, more fetty horse shit. Ain't that fetty shit? Real shit. Zaku Desert type. Do I not have that one already? Huh. New Zaku to play with. Can't be too angry about that. I like my Zakus! Oh, it's a level 4. At a cost of $350. Which means it'll probably look horribly out of place, but eventually I can get like level 4 items and throw on that. He's got arm missiles of some sort. That's interesting. It's not the thing I really want though. Time to change my outfit. So I don't look like a loser. Looks like it's just got heavier protection on it. And a belt that's higher up on my waist. Better seal. That's pretty interesting. Still send Goofy back. Alright. Normal suit cameo 1. A helmet that is part of the heavy normal suit 1. about sunglasses. You better put your fucking helmet on if you're going in space. And you ever gonna catch me? There you go. I look slightly more experienced now. Jing 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 jong.
物資配給局へよ
Strum on
う
the
こそ
guitar. Jing jing jong. I just need to get more experience points.
お手持ちの
My
DP と物資を
DP
交換できます
counter for the donkey punches.
現在の配給物資はこちらになります
No, the DP currency makes me think of that. It's like, you don't have enough DP. You better get your donkey punches in. Oh, look at that. I could buy a Dom if I wanted. I have something better than a Dom already. I do like Doms, though. I might be tempted to get one. Be funny to run around with a little guy, though. I can't buy him yet, though. I don't tell what the requirements are to get them. I have enough money. I must not be enough rank for one. I have a blue destiny already. And for some reason, if you use the exam system, and when it runs out of that exam mode where your boosts are higher and your things are enhanced, it breaks the legs and the head to the point where you're a slow-moving asshole that's pretty much broken. So if you get a blue destiny and you're using that hyped over the stuff shit, you might want to do it when you're pretty sure you're not expecting to keep that mech. Because it's basically a sitting duck by the time you finish using the exam system.
The Blue Destiny is actually pretty good. One problem with it is loading is so fucking slow.
Well, that's like a lot of machines. You gotta learn how to cycle your weapons. Like, fire your one gun, and then if there's something around, fall back on things like head cannons and shit if you have them. I think Blue Destiny has head cannons and chest cannons, but you can't make use of all the weapons in one match. You have to, like, choose 4. So, head cannons probably have an accuracy enhancement, where the chest guns probably have less accuracy, but they hit slightly harder. But you can also, I think it fires like chest missiles, but you have to, like, make sure you have them set in your custom layout. Oh, is that horrible, obnoxious shit? Wish they would tell me why I can't get this. I'm assuming it's my rank. Oh, they got... Some mobile suits have a longer time to sortie, too. Huh. I did not know that. General... That's a really weird sound, like you're blowing bubbles in your milk through a straw through your nose. I have yellow dogs already. We're right down. Not in support class. This is a bunch of shit. Although, Zaku Cannon, for some reason I don't have one of those. Oh, maybe I do. Main weapons. Uh-oh. What's this? Zaku 1. Zaku 1. MMP 80. What else we got here? Nothing I have. That's clear. Fucking shoot spray gun. You have a shitty saber. Yay! Oh, who uses that? Some kind of GM. Ooh, I could put a secondary rocket launcher on him. And on White Dingo, of all things. Interesting. Check MS. Ground. Gundam ground type. Yeah, but which ground type? Any ground type? What the fuck? Sniper 2, White Dingo. Oh, I do have a desert type. Okay. I was off of mine layer for whatever fucking purposes. Okay, what do we got in custom parts? The fuck is this thing? The fuck does an ASL do? I don't understand what this is. ASL. Back in the day, that meant age, sex, location. I don't understand this shit. Some kind of artillery thing, probably. Anti-melee armor. Anti-beam armor. Which I probably should have bought by now. Cooling system. Shit.
サイクルチケットと何でも交換します。
Recycle Yoshita.
現在の配給物資はこちらになります。
Oh, I could get a Domtroppen. Domtroppen? Oh wow, there's an Ifrit here. Wonder if you can get his big ass blade. Ifrit now. What are you? Saku 1 commander type. What are you? Desert GM? I think I had like 2 of you already. Kinda want that Domtroppen though. But I have better than a Domtroppen. I might collect one for the hell of it someday. I might save up for that Ifrit. The Ifrit, whatchamacallit, another Japanese story that never made it to the States, is that there was a Xeon guy. The Ifrit mobile suit, it's a purple one, and it can wave a big ass axe around if you have it loaded up right. It's a Xeon ground mobile suit. It was actually piloted by a guy who died in a story, but befriended a Federation pilot. And the Federation pilot saw that the Federation was up to some like really shitty stuff, and so he actually left the Federation and joined Xeon's ongoing cause.
So wait, Federation has the bad guys?
The thing is there are no real good guys. There are like good guys in each side, but it really does turn out that, as Nazi-ish as it sounds, Xeon wasn't entirely wrong. The future of mankind does evolve if they go to space over generations. So that's indeed what was bringing about new types. New types were happening in space naturally. So the thing is there's the zombie family, which some of them took shit a little bit too far. Like, I think I want to call him Garam Zabi, I think that's his name. He ended up, like, killing part of his own family to take power. And he's the one who took inspiration from Hitler after a while. After his father warned him about being Hitler, and Hitler lost. But, you know, Xeon... But the thing is there's atrocities on both sides. You should really watch more of the Universal Century stories of Gundam, like the first Gundam Stardust Memory, which shows how Zedic Gundam happens.
I saw that a long time ago back when I was Tolstoy.
Yeah, well, remember how the Titans came about afterwards?
No, but if it's how long has it been since I've seen that movie?
Well, the thing is that the Federation had a big ass laser, and they were even willing to shoot down their own people in mass in order to, you know, shoot down the remnants of Xeon. And the thing is that's where Gundam Unit 2, Gundam Cassilis, came in. Is it was a nuclear-bearing Gundam, which was supposed to be outlawed by the treaty. And so Gato stole one, and the hero of that story goes after him. But the fact of the matter is that the Federation built something they weren't supposed to. And so Xeon pulled that thing out and then broadcasted to Earth and people across the colonies that this is what the Federation's been building, something that breaks their own Antarctic treaty that they agreed upon. So that ends up... So they want to hunt down the Xeon remnants for starting up some shit and stealing their prototype. And with that one mobile suit, being that it was designed to be a fortress buster, Gato took one of its nuclear weapons and leveled half of the Federation shipping fleet in one blast.
Of course, it's fucking nuclear weapon.
Yeah, so with that nuclear detonation, half of the fucking, you know, fleet that the Federation still lined up to have a space parade, basically, as tradition, and they weren't going to let these remnant forces deter them otherwise. Well, that spelled doom for half of their fucking fleet, because in one nuclear blast, half of them just gone. One shot. One fucking shot. So, yeah, that led to the formation of the Titans, which was the Federation's answer to hunting down the rest of the remnants of Xeon, because obviously there were still Xeon believers out there, and they can cause some shit at any time. And that explains why the Titans came about in Gundam in Zeta Gundam, where the Federation, if you're part of the Titans forces, whatever your rank is, you basically get to treat it like 1+ rank over. So they were like basically bossing captains around of the normal Federation forces, knocking them around, being reckless because they could just do that. They got special privileges. And that started spelling all the more of how the Federation was really not all stars and spangled banners. But and the thing is that's why you had the AEUG that came about later, which was a third faction away from Zeon and the Federation. It was the anti-Earth United Government. And Amuro eventually joins the AU. But you have some infighting among Zeon too, absolutely. Because there was Zeon, then there's the remnant forces when the original Zeon died out, but they still fought. They would sometimes join the newer Zeon causes. And Gundam Unicorn shows that. And matter of fact, the Ifrit, the purple like Zaku spike shoulder looking thing that shows up in Gundam Unicorn, happens to be that one Federation pilot that left. And they never show him in the cockpit, but people pointed out his weapon loadout, because when basically he took up the Zeon cause to partially, avenge his new Zeon friend as he became Zeon after, the original Ifrit pilot died, he took his suit and loaded it up with blades like the Pixie has, because that's what he piloted before the Ifrit, was the Pixie.
Yeah, I gotta work on making better with that damn thing. I'm sure if I get pretty good with that damn thing, I would be fucking terrible with that damn thing.
Yeah, the thing is with Pixie is it's definitely a raid machine, so you're meant to go pick on support units.
Or go up to the fucking base or
But yeah, you're very heavily melee oriented, and if you go after the support units, you take less damage from them and you deal more damage to them.
Yeah, probably that.
Plus, it maneuvers like really well. I think it can.
I like it.
I think it can actually roll and go into a melee hit, if I'm not mistaken. Ow, my fucking back. Oh, I gotta check Skype, and for some reason, it's not up. I'm tempted to get a Dom Tropping, but I'm not going to. At least not right now. Oh man, my back's starting to hurt. I don't know why.
現在の配給物資はこちらになります。
Can't I use that? Oh, because I'm not a corporal. Wow, that's handy. That one mobile suit that was a Zeon suit posing as a Federation with the IFF signal changed up that can hide on radar as somebody else. Apparently he eventually unlocks a fucking sniper cannon. So that means you can pose as like someone on the other side to most radars and then just take a nice snipe shot at them. Oh, they'll know by the time the shot lands, the IFF will readjust. It'll readjust the fact that, oh, it has to be an enemy unit because that was a weapon registered to not your side. And then it'll detect that it's an enemy on radar. But until that attack lands, yeah. On radar, it looks like one of yours. That's interesting to know that that's what's going to happen. Oh, what's this? Special back armor. Oh, am I a corporal? It says you have to be a corporal for it. Maybe I can get it early with this. Maybe that's what's going on.
現在の配給物資はこちらになります。
Yeah, pretty much just keep joining XP. Some of the later ranks will say you have to have a certain amount of matches maybe, but right now the only requirement I don't have fulfilled to rank up apparently is just get more XP. So yeah, not exactly a amazing thing. That they require anyway. Clothing, accessories, oh shit. Why would I waste it? It's funny as my face makes my character look like young Liam Nielsen. The guy who says, I have a particular set of skills. I don't know who you are, but I am going to kill you. I have a particular set of skills. I don't know who you are, but when I blow up your town with a giant robot, it's not going to matter. I will kill you. I might save up for that E-Freak. I got respect for the E-Freak.
I feel for the that one that you talk about where she told the other guy
The what that could come in handy?
the next thing you were talking about that basically hide somewhere before the other.
Yeah, it basically looks like a GM that got scrapped together with screws and spare parts and has a giant red eye. But from afar, it looks like a space GM, which is why Xeon did that. They basically threw a shield together with like 2 bars of metal that make it look like the cross on a Fetty suit shield. With how close it does, it looks like an extra ghetto GM. Or as people call them, gyms.
Gyms.
Yeah. I call them GMs, because I can't fathom pronouncing a GM as Jim, but apparently people do. I gotta go pee, I'll be back. I'm gonna go pee and get a drink. Alright. Had a small piece of KFC chicken. Ugh. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to get a painkiller. Oh well. I'll get it on my next trip. Oh. Well, I got like shot things in my back, the 2 test shots, which see if they work out or help any, and it does seem like it does help a little. So, that's the second one's going to wear off, and then they're going to do something where they basically burn the nerves, so I don't feel certain pains anymore. But it's not going to take care of the rest of my body for sure, but at least it doesn't feel like my upper body's going to fall over and crack in half like it did before sometimes, because my back would just completely go out and it'd be a pain. Like a moment ago I had some back pain, and right now my right leg's going for some reason. Oh, yeah, that's just how it's been for years now. About 2 years of pain. Well, at least I can move a little bit, but the longer I move around, the more, yeah, it starts getting worse and then worse and then worse, and then the next day I really will regret it. Yeah, it's kind of how life often is these days. Let's see. Yeah, it does, because I would have gone into truck driving next after my arcade if not for this. But it already began before my arcade closed, but I knew that the day was coming that the arcade was going to close, so I just, like, held on as long as I could. And I held on till the arcade closed, but then the guy who basically helped write the disability laws in New Jersey said, oh, well, it's not been a year yet, and at the time it wasn't. You don't have a diagnosis, because the doctors can't figure it out, and you ended up losing the job because, you know, they closed the location. You didn't, you know, quit the job because of your pain, so that also hurts your case. So yeah, for basically having the tenacity of holding on to try and hold out for the sakes of my job, it works against me in any kind of disability case. So I don't know if I'll ever get disability, honestly, and yet I can't. There's just no way in hell I can work full time anymore. It just won't work. Yeah, and that's the thing. No one wants to hire a part-timer right now who at any given time has to call out. Because the working economy is just like able to cherry pick people all day long. Because there's several people out of work who need jobs, and thus there's always going to be fresh blood that they can choose from. So, yeah.
I'm kind of lucky to have the job I have.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm still technically streaming because, let me undo that. Because one of my friends put in a request to watch, and they never joined to watch. Like, you tool.
That's one thing I wanted to do. Well, actually, if you get good at streaming, you can make money on YouTube.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for doing something. I have to set up like a tip jar. You're not going to generally do it through banner ads because the moment a gun shows up in your video, they'll be like, oh, we got to demonetize that. And, oh, by the way, we can have gun advertisers, but you can't have guns in your video. It's not family friendly, so it's not ad friendly. Whee! Yet they'll advertise their YouTube series where the dude from Cobra Kai who got his ass whooped by Daniel-san is now beating up little kids that are beating up on this other little kid, and somehow that's okay to advertise on their own end, but for some reason you get demonetized for not being ad-friendly, yet they show ads on your videos anyways, so they're magically taking your money out of a false claim. So, yeah, a lot of people don't have much respect for the YouTube management, but they're really the only game in town that, you know, works right. that and Twitch, but now Twitch has become their own set of assholes. I'm trying to figure out how to undo this. It says I'm on air.
Yeah,
There we go. So